seated. Good evening to our principal, Mr. Mutaki, Deputy Principal, Ms. Keminos, the school governing body, departmental and subject heads, teachers, premise, parents, Dr. Promise Ngubeni, our guest speaker tonight, and most importantly, the illustrious matrics of the class of 2024. It is indeed a privilege to welcome you all to this momentous occasion, our Valedictory Assembly. As we gather here today, we celebrate the achievements and accomplishments of our graduating class. Their journey through school has been filled with laughter, tears, triumphs, and challenges. They have grown into remarkable young individuals, ready to embark on the next chapter of their lives. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to our dedicated teachers and staff who have nurtured and guided our matriculants throughout their academic journey. Your unwavering commitment and support have played a vital role in shaping the future leaders of tomorrow. Before we proceed any further, a brief request for housekeeping purposes. I kindly ask that all photography be reserved for the conclusion of the Valedictory Assembly. This event is being live streamed and will be available for wider accessibility. Now, without further ado, I invite Ms. Keminos to commence this evening's proceedings with the scripture reading. Once again, welcome, and let us enjoy an evening of celebration and reflection.
It is said that before entering the sea, a river trembles with fear. She looks back at the path she has traveled, from the peaks of the mountains, the long winding road crossing forests and villages. And in front of her, she sees an ocean so vast that to enter there seems nothing more than to disappear forever. But there's no other way. The river cannot go back. Nobody can go back. To go back is impossible in existence. The river needs to take the risk of entering the ocean, because only then will fear disappear. Because that's where the river will know it's not about disappearing into the ocean, but becoming the ocean. Good evening to our esteemed guests. Mr. Gumedi, our SGB chairman, members of our school governing body, Dr. Ngubeni, our guest speaker, members of our SMT and staff, parents and caregivers, and to you, our class of 2024. I'd like to open our proceedings with a scripture reading from Psalm 90, verses 12 to 17. Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Turn, Lord, and be gracious to your servants. Satisfy us with your unfailing love as morning comes, so that we may sing for joy and be glad all our days. Make us glad for the days you have given us, for the years of sorrow you have sent us. May your deeds be shown to your servants, your splendor to their children. May the favor of the Lord our God rest upon us. Establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. If we can please bow our heads for a prayer. Almighty God, we thank you for your word, which is a light to our path and a lamp to our feet. We pray for your blessing on our grade 12 learners as they prepare to matriculate and embark on the next chapter of their lives. Grant them wisdom and discernment as they make choices about their future. Help them to use their gifts and talents to serve you and others. Guide them in your ways and keep them safe from harm. We pray that you will be with them in the days to come, and that you would bless them in all their endeavors. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Tonight, we have the privilege of hearing from various members of our school community. First, our RCL President, David Mbayo. David has been an invaluable asset to our school, tirelessly advocating for the interests of his fellow students. His leadership and dedication have made a significant impact on our school's culture. Next, we will hear from our principal, Mr. Muchaki. Mr. Muchaki's unwavering support and vision have helped shape our school into the thriving community it is. His leadership has inspired us to strive for excellence. Finally, we hear from our grade 12 tutor, Mr. Dinkelman. As a mentor and guide, grade tutors play a crucial role in supporting our grade 12's academic and personal growth. Please join me in welcoming these distinguished speakers.
Good evening. Good evening, parents. Good evening, my wonderful, esteemed faculty. And most importantly tonight, good evening to my fellow bachelors. My name is David Mbayo. And for those of you who are hearing me speak for the first time, yes, he did just spell out his surname. And for those of you who are virtually brainwashed into knowing the spelling of my surname over the past 3 years, I'm so sorry. It's like the last time you're going to have to hear this. Now, I'll be honest, I did struggle with writing this speech because if you know anything about me, you'll know that I've written and said a whole lot of speeches in my high school career, all with different purposes, different topics, but this one had a different feel to it. When I sat down and decided what I wanted to speak on tonight, so many different things came to mind. This is because this class has done so much and is so special that it was difficult to pick one thing to speak about. So essentially, the class of 2024 is so spectacular that they gave me writer's block. Thanks, guys, I really appreciate it. So, last night, when I may or may not have officially started writing my speech, I'm sorry, Ms. Hardy and Mrs. Chusen, I looked back at everything that I've done and experienced over the past 12 years, and I couldn't help but feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude. I realized so often we look too far into the future and we worry about what is to come, which university we're going to go to, when are we going to get our first car, or how are we going to survive on res on a diet of strictly go-slows, 2-minute noodles, pop with sugar water. Honestly, that is my greatest concern. This causes us to forget where we come from. It causes us to forget our experiences and the lessons that we've learned along the way. So tonight, I'd like to speak about a few things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the fact that I got to do assembly in sunglasses with the rest of my grade and feel like a groovist for the day. I'm grateful that I got to see a traditional wedding and feel like I was watching Mzansi Magic. I'm grateful for Miss Nation, Mrs. Rankwana, and Mrs. Downs for taking care of me like their own child, and along with Mrs. Phyllis and Mr. Peterson, making sure to deflate my head whenever it was getting too big. I'm grateful to Miss Tiki for calling me stupid every time. Every time she saw me not fulfilling my potential. Thank you, ma'am, wherever she is. I'm grateful to Mr. Mchiza, Mr. Dinkelman, Mr. Chusen, Mr. Naka, Mr. Peterson, and Mr. Nass, and my rugby boys, for dealing with my occasional drama queen behavior on the rugby field. I appreciate you, boys. I'm grateful to Mr. Durant and every cast member and stagehand that I've worked with over the past 2 years. You guys made high school feel like I was living in the Mean Girls movie in real life. Miss Hardy, who deserves a whole speech of her own, as she is one of the unsung heroes of the school. I'm grateful to her for being one of my biggest inspirations and putting up with my chronic case of last-minute syndrome. I'll never forget you, ma'am. Thank you to my RCL for helping me be a decent president and lightening my load whenever I felt the weight of the world on my shoulders. Thank you to my boys, les garçons, for always nurturing a competitive spirit in me and pushing me to do my best, even if that meant beating me at FIFA week in and week out. Now, I wish I could stand here and thank everyone individually, because Lord knows I'm definitely a community project, but my time runs short. But I cannot end this speech without thanking two very special people. Firstly, my brother, the original MBAYO. He would have beat me up if I didn't say that. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you for stepping up when called upon. You've inspired me since I was a little 9-year-old boy, and you've sacrificed so much to be there for me, not only as my oldest brother, but even as my father at times. I'm honored to know that our names will share a place on a lot of the trophies and boards at the school, and hopefully a lot of other places in the world. I love and appreciate you, my bro. And last, but certainly not least, my mommy. You've embodied strength and resilience for all the days that I've known you. There was no amount of sacrifice too big for your children. You could have easily quit on us after Dad passed. You had all the reason to do so, but you persevered. You prevailed for our sake. Dad would be proud. Even when you weren't there in body, you were there in spirit. Don't cry, bro. Even when you weren't there in body, you were there in spirit and in prayer. No amount of words can express the gratitude and love that I have for you. I love you, my dog. Stop it, guys. In closing, you guys have already heard 2 farewell speeches from me during the year, so there really isn't much for me to say. But I need you to know that every single one of you sitting in these seats have served as an inspiration to me in one way or another. And I thank you for that. And all I can hope for is that I've had even the smallest drop of value upon your life. Class of 2024, I love and appreciate you. And I thank you for giving me stories to tell my grandkids. You will forever, whoops, sorry. Look now, guys, you're making me nervous. You will forever live in my heart. With that being said, my name is David Mbayo, M-B-A-Y-O.
That's better. Good evening, my esteemed students, my teachers, our honored guest speaker, district officials who are present today, and good evening once more to our 2024 Matric Bachelor team. This evening, I don't have much. What I'm going to do, I'm going to speak to your hearts. This is going to be a heart-to-heart talk this evening. I'll be focusing only on my matriculants. The few things that I'm going to talk about, you take them with you, you become a better person. One other thing that you must know is teachers have done their part. Now everything depends on the life you want to live. I'm speaking to your hearts now. One thing that you must know is Matric opened the doors. Matric kickstart your life. You'll be able to go to varsity, colleges, and any other institution. And I want to remind you that these days, every career requires a qualification. To be an actor, you need a qualification. To be a musician, you need a qualification. To be in construction, you need a qualification. Matric opens the doors. For you to get bursaries, scholarships, internships, learnerships, and even to work, you need a matric certificate. One other thing that people don't know, matric gives you dignity. You have your matric certificate, you get your dignity. Another thing is matric bachelor, add value to your family. You get that matric certificate, you are adding value to your family. Everyone sacrificed for you in your families, at the school, and the community at large. Everyone is sacrificing to make sure that you get your matric bachelor. No one will take your matric certificate. It is yours for life. One other thing I want to tell you about the matric of this country, South Africa. Our matric is recognized internationally. You can go anywhere with South African matric bachelor, you'll be a better person. Hence, I'm saying matric gives you the dignity. Even to those who think they've got other things to do in life or successes without matric, note that with matric, you have something to fall back on. You can take a gap year, you can do anything, but at the end of the day, you have got your matric certificate. You can be a rugby star, a soccer star, heavy matric, you know, in the future will be having something to fall back to. Matric gives you substance. Matric kickstart your dreams. I just wanted to say these few things so that you can know the purpose of your matric. And for you to get this matric that we are talking about this evening, if you want to get your dreams, make sure that you do those things that are hard in life. Do the things that you don't want so that you can get the things that you want in life. If you want to get this matric certificate, you must do those hard things so that you can get your matric certificate. Sitting on a chair for 2 hours, no one wants that. It's not a nice feeling. So for you to get the matric certificate, you do the hard things so that you can get the matric certificate. Do things that you don't want, and you'll get what you want at the end of the day. I'm going to close with a quote by Maya Angelou. Open quote. Do the best that you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, do better. Close quote. I thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, teachers, and all you beautiful grade 12s. Guys, I would never say that if it wasn't true, you know that. So where did it all start? Well, we've come through this journey 5 years. And I remember 5 years ago, there was this thing called COVID. And I came to school, and I wasn't wearing a mask, and I wasn't using these disinfectant things, and Dr. Woolway nearly broke my leg. And then I thought, well, what doesn't kill me will make me stronger. As you know, the rugby guys, they're just tough as nails. So I stormed off into class, and I remember seeing people like David Adake standing right here in front. Had to teach him technology. I think he taught me more technology than I taught him at that point. There was Mr. Lades sitting there in the front, Miguel chewing gum. I didn't know what to do. You're not chewing gum, are you, Miguel? No, that's what I thought. Anyway, everybody was full of snot and trana and COVID and all those things. I don't know if that was from the COVID or if it was just the nerves of being in grade 8. At that point, I wasn't sure if I was going to be sticking around because there were many good teachers who were leaving the profession because of COVID, so they were planning an early exit strategy. Anyway, I stayed back, and I got COVID, A, B, C, D, the other one, the new virus, the other strain, all of them. I was often absent, thanks to Dr. Woolway and Ms. Kay for putting up with me never being at school, because I was always in bed. Very sad situation. Anyway, to cut a short story long, I managed to get some recruits for my rugby team. A couple of them are sitting here still. Most of them, actually. Zolani, I can see him sitting there. Lucky, where were you when I needed you yesterday? Aye, getting soccer trophies here when you should have been getting rugby trophies. That guy. Anyway, I got all these young faces in front of me, super excited, and I thought, no, I can't throw in the towel here. I'm going to coach these guys rugby. And we got off coaching rugby. We had to wash our hands and then play with the rugby ball and wear gloves and wash and disinfect our hands and throw the rugby ball. It was kind of crazy. Anyway, we managed to play a few games and they did really well, and that motivated me. Even Mumbre came to me yesterday and said, sir, you know, you did so much for me for rugby. Mumbre, you don't realize how much you did for me. And I'm actually so happy and privileged to have coached you in those times. All right, Mumbre, so never come and worship me. I respect and appreciate you for what you did for me, keeping me in rugby. That was important. Me, I'm just another teacher in the school. And just the EGD guys. I mean, I didn't teach you EGD this year, but I did put in a bit of an effort last year. And yeah, I cannot believe people like Aluwami Kutama. He's pretty much an architect in the making. The guy is such a good drawer. Mohali, she popped into me the other day. I didn't even teach her. She came to me and she said, you know, Mr. D, you're my favorite teacher. Well, Mohali, you're my favorite learner. In fact, all my EGD learners are my favorite learners. And we all know EGD is the most important subject, so we're going to do well. Look, I wasn't going to say that, but I know if I didn't, then Violet would have given me an uppercut. So I'm just treading lightly. When you see Violet's practical work, you'll be amazed. When I see the improvement, Wilton, last year you just wanted to fight with everybody, and I didn't want to fight with you. And this year, I wouldn't even challenge you to a scrum, because I know what would happen. I would have to crack up and would have to have one of those uncontested scrums, because I wouldn't make it. All of you grade 12s, you are actually quite amazing. And I never got called into any situation where I had to come deal with a really errant learner. And that has been the first time in my career where I didn't have to deal with someone who was a real problem. Guys, you're incredible human beings. Every one of you, you're polite and you're respectful. Me staying here for 5 years further is because you guys were here. You made that journey for these teachers here. Now we just got to get you through and make us even more proud. Miss Hardy wants a 70% average. Isn't it, Miss Hardy? Okay, well, we're going to push for it. Well, for EGD at least anyway. A bachelor's, guys. We're counting on you. That's the most important thing. I'm just going to leave you with one quote, okay? Well, I don't even know if it's a quote. It's just do the right thing, guys. Okay? Thank you so much for being part of my life for 5 years.
All right. Thank you, David. It's always good to be grateful. Mr. Muchaki, you're right. Matric does open doors. Mr. Dinkelman, most of your speech was good. Just... two parts. Part about COVID and the part about the base subject. All right, without further ado, the choir is now going to perform the cup song, and it's actually the ensemble. Mr. Bulana?
got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottles of whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving tomorrow, what do you say? When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I got my ticket for the long way round. The one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're sure gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Thank you, choir. The program now moves to handing out of our merit and subject prizes. Together with the grade tutors, Ms. Hardy and Mr. Dinkelman, please will Ms. Caminos help hand out these awards.
Good evening, everyone. To qualify for a merit in grade 12, a learner needs an overall average of 68%. And I'm incredibly proud. I actually had to count because my list wasn't numbered, but we are handing out 37 merits this evening to our grade 12 class. I'd like to call on Owethu Dladla, who is receiving the isiZulu prize with 90%. The following 3 learners have 68% averages: Shamika Patel, Lerato Makwena, Chwanelo Ditoko. If we can keep the order, it does make it easier. Right. Come. The following learners have 69%: Queen Maedi, Lutando Mtunzi, David Mbayo. Right, well then we're going to ask you guys to move off and then the next group can come up. On 70%, Mahlogonolo Mohale, Zamansele Malindi, Jared Vengatsami, and Sipukolo Siswana. All right, on 71, we have Alyssa Kenneth, Tandulwetu Mngube, who also receives the Consumer Studies Prize at 80%. Still at 71, we also have Chandra Antong, who also receives the Afrikaans Prize at 90%. Lake Shosha, who also receives the Business Studies Prize at 93%. And Ms. Karungasamy, who is also at 71%. Right, thank you, grade 12s. On 72%, Salome Jera, Sibonga Konke Langa, Sipisikle Ntanda, Savannah Naka, Violet Noyce, who also receives the Design Prize at 93%. Right, our learners at 73%, Amuhalang Lizia, Lese Humaupa, who also receives the EGD prize at 85%. Mark Kasanda and Rulani Sipambo. Thank you, grade 12s. At 75%, Kanyisile Mnisi, Hela Musa Butalezi, Tamia Nelson. Then at 76, Nonkosi Mavuso. The next three learners all have 76% 86.7%. Caden Hector, who also receives the Mathematical Literacy Prize at 87%. Kian Vandiar and Naledi Maseta. And on 77%, Mantome Molejane. Thank you, grade 12s. We are now in our top 5 learners of the grade, receiving these merits. In the 5th spot, Hlawuleko Hlatwayo. If I could just also complete everything, please. Hlawuleko is sitting at 77.3%, and she receives a voucher this evening. In 4th spot, we have Lebogang Makua at 78%. Lebo is at 78%. She also receives a voucher, and she has the Geography Prize of 87%. In our 3rd spot, Aluwani Kutama, with an average of 79%. He receives a voucher as well as the accounting prize at 85%. In 2nd spot, Kendra Smith at 81%. Kendra also receives a voucher and the history prize at 90%. Then if you can just give me a chance to read everything for the next one, please. In our 1st spot, David Adekeye at 88%. David receives a voucher as well as Computer Applications Technology at 89, English at 82, Life Orientation at 97, Life Sciences at 92, Mathematics at 93, and Physical Sciences at 92%. Well done, David.
Thanks, grade 12s. Thank you. Very well done, grade 12s. Especially well done to David. Very well done. And as you all know, we'll keep track of things. David is a boy, so it's 1-0. All right. Tomorrow we'll know the final score. Okay, now we move on to the colours. If Mr. Muchaki could join us on stage here to award the academic colours. To have awarded academic colours or an academic scroll, learners need to achieve an average of 70% for 3 years. That's an average of term 1, term 2, and term 3. For half colours, it's an average of 75%. And for full colours, it's an average of 80% over 3 years. Okay, I'm going to call up all the scroll award winners. Amulang Lesia, Tanduweta Mkubi, Sipasihle Ntanda, Lake Shosha, Selamusa Butelezi. These are all new academic scroll winners. All right, very well done. Thank you, guys. Scroll re-awards go to Nonkosi Mavuso, Salome Jera, Mark Kasanda, Alyssa Kenneth, Lesejo Maupa, Machle Nolo Mohale, Savannah Naka, Rulani Sibambo, Mantomi Molejane, and Tamia Nelson. Well done. All learners receiving half colours are receiving re-awards. The following learners could come up. Nklawaleko Klatwayo, Lebogang Makua. Could I ask that we get all the learners up and then we can cheer? Kanisile Manisi, Kian van der Jaar. There we go. I'm just saying. Well done. All right, and then our 2 full color re-awards, David and Kendra. Well done, David and Kendra. Our respected guest of honor, Dr. Promise Ngubeni, is a shining example of academic excellence and unwavering dedication to her chosen field. A Dux Kalai of her year. Promise matriculated from Bracken High School in 2012 and went on to pursue medicine at the University of Pretoria. After graduating in 2018, she gained valuable clinical experience through an internship at Tele Mokharane Hospital and community service in pediatric obstetrics and gynecology at Sembisa Hospital. Currently, Promise is in her second year of specialization, training in obstetrics and gynecology at the University of Pretoria. Balancing her studies with the demanding responsibility of a registrar, she is an inspiration with her passion and commitment. We eagerly anticipate hearing from this remarkable young woman.
Good afternoon, everyone. I apologize for my voice. I'm a little bit sick. So it's so exciting to be back here, seeing all my high school teachers. The last time I was on this stage, I was actually introduced as Promise Ngobeni, winning all the subject awards. Well, not all, but most. But today, I reintroduce myself on this stage as Dr. Ngobeni. Yes, I am Dr. Ngobeni, a soon-to-be specialist in obstetrics and gynecology. For those who are not familiar, it means I deliver babies for a living and I work with the vagina. My mom said I shouldn't say that part, but it's my job. I can stand here today and say all these things about myself. Thank you to the wonderful people on this stage, as well as the school. Bracken High was my foundation, is my foundation. It is the reason I am the person I am today. And my sister as well, who's a doctor in anesthesia. She was also at Bracken High. This is where it all began, and this is where I was built up the confidence to be the person that I am today. So today, I think I've been tasked with the task of motivating you guys. I don't take this task lightly, Matrix, but let me tell you, it's really not an easy one, because what's waiting for you out there is life, and life is tough. But let me tell you something, you are tougher. Your future is what you make it. You know, they say when you make plans, God laughs at them, which is true, because I remember when I was in grade 8 and 9, I wanted to pursue a career in acting, being a TV personality, and I just wanted to be famous. That was my goal. And then, I don't know, look at me now, I'm a doctor. So, you know, when I was thinking, what can I tell you guys about your future? Your future is like baking a cake, okay? I chose cake because I love cake. So you can envision what you want your cake to look like, and you can also envision what you want it to taste like. But in order to get to that point of getting that cake that you want, there needs to be some ingredients, and there needs to be a recipe that needs to be followed to get to the cake that you want. That is what life is, and that is what your future is. Your future is your cake. So the first time, okay, so the first time you bake the cake, you are probably going to fail, and it's probably not going to come out right. But failure is part of the process. Even today, as a OBGYN in training, I fail on the daily, and it's tough because my failures get highlighted. My failures impact patients' lives and babies' lives. So failure is part of the process, but it's important to learn from failure and to grow from it. I am living proof that you can actually bake your cake and get the cake that you want, and actually it can turn out even better. When I sat here as a matriculant, you know, I had visions, I had dreams. I knew what I wanted to be, but I wasn't quite sure, but I knew I wanted to have an amazing life. I wanted a soft life. But because I had that vision, I was able to input the ingredients of perseverance, hard work, and all the things I needed to get to where I am. I passed my matric with 8 distinctions. I was top 10 in the district. Today, I love to travel. I've been to over 5 international countries. I drive a nice car. I live in a nice house. And it's all because I put the ingredients in my cake. So I just want to remind you guys that it's not about how many times you fail. It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up. That is what builds character. To the matrics, good luck with your exams, guys. Matric is the easiest grade in high school. I'm serious. Let me tell you why. Grade 11 is really tough, but when you get to first term matric, you're essentially repeating most of grade 11's work. And the nice thing is, you're writing an exam every quarter. Trust me, you'll be thankful that you get to write an exam every quarter. In varsity, you just write an exam twice a year, you're done. No one is monitoring to see how far you're getting, how well you're doing, if you need help. No, you just get the paperwork and then you write an exam twice, you pass or you fail. So you guys are blessed with the opportunity of having had 3 terms to practice for this final exam, guys. And they ask the same questions every time. Like, you have to pass, you understand? I also just wanted to say, like I said, you know, life is hard and it's really tough. And I really hope that you guys will take the teachings that the people up here have taught you. The teachings that I got here took me really, really far. And I was actually telling Ms. Buck and Ms. Caminos that, you know, looking back, guys, LO was so important. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I look now back and I think all the things you learned in LO, those are the things that are going to actually apply to your life. And those are the things you're going to have to think back to and remember, what was your LO teacher saying? Even maths and science, you know, as much as it's numbers and stuff, in life, being able to deductively reason in maths and science teaches you to be able to deductively reason in life. So please take all of those with you and you will, honestly, you'll become a success. So lastly, actually, I want to say something to the parents. You guys are actually just as important as our guest of honors tonight. You know, I'm also where I am because of my parents. My parents made me believe that I was the best at everything that I did. I mean, it's not possible to be good at everything, and I wasn't good at everything. But I believed I was, because my parents told me that I was. You know, you are your child's biggest cheerleader. Sometimes your child will not always believe in themselves. They will not always think that they can do it. I mean, there are days where I feel like I can't do this doctor thing. I can't be an OBGYN. Like, there were days in varsity when I was just like, I can't do this. And that's when my parents stepped in, you know. They believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. It's your job to believe in your child. It's your job not to compare your child. Don't compare your child. I say that phrase with such great passion. Please don't compare your child. Your child is the only child you're ever gonna get. You're not gonna get another one. So you need to focus on what they are good at, and you need to nurture that, and you need to water it, because they need to know that even if I can't do it, my parents think I can do it, and that's enough to at least get them started. So please, and then my mom said I must add that your kids are writing now finals. Please don't make them wash dishes. Don't make them... Please do relieve your kids from their household duties. Allow them to be a scholar for the rest of the year. Allow them to study. Take on those extra chores that they usually do. Take care of the younger siblings. Make the food. Don't expect that from your kids. The only expectation you should have of your kids now is to study so that they can get the best marks as possible. So please, please, I really say that with such passion. Lastly, I just want to end by saying, guys, success is a journey. It's not a destination. I learned that every day. It's filled with ups and downs. The ups can be really high and the downs can be really, really low. But when it's really, really low, you're not alone. God is there. You are the driver of your own success. You are sitting in the front seat. What you want to happen will and can happen. So please, I mean, look at me. I drove myself here. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ngubeni, for those very wise words. And you're not being relieved of your household chores to play on your phone. You've been relieved of your household chores to do studying. All right, very wise words. We move on to the awarding of floating trophies, many of which Dr. Ngubeni herself won. So if you could please join us to hand out the trophies together with the subject heads. The award winners, once you've received your floating trophy, please walk down the aisle on that side and then leave it at the back. Remember where you put it, because afterwards you're welcome to take as many photos as you like with it. Okay, but not now. All right, we start with the maths prizes. So if Mr. Mafuya can join us. While Mr. Mafuya is joining us, if Kate and Hector could come up. David Adekay. All right, Caden gets the Maths Literacy Trophy for the highest marks. Oops. David gets the Maths Trophy for the highest marks. He also gets the Sasser Trophy for the highest marks in maths in grade 11 and 12. Thank you, maths people. All right, we move on to the English Awards. If Mrs. Dutoy could join us on stage, please. If Rulani Sapambo could come up. Michaela, could I call out everybody's names and then we do a big clap? Thanks. Michaela Fungati and David Adekay. All right, Oluwani Kutama gets the Jennings Trophy for creative writing. Rulani, yes. Don't fret. We'll give you some. All right, and the next trophy is shared between Rulani Sapambo and Michaeli Fungati for English Progress. I'm going to tell him not to take photos. trophy David is holding is the Statulis Trophy for Best English. Thank you, Mrs. Toy's already gone. If Mrs. Bohopani could join me for the Fall Awards. All right, the following learners, if you could please come up, all the way to Dladla. Chandre Antong, Nklawuleko Klatiwayo, and Kendra Smith. All right, Owetu gets the trophy for Best isiZulu. Chandre gets the Junior Report Reyes Trophy for Afrikaans Prestasie. Nklawuleko gets the Salmons Trophy for Afrikaans Vordering. Kendra gets the Basil Owl Trophy for Best Bilingual. There you go. Well done to the Zulu and Afrikaans learners. All right, the next two trophies are CAT trophies. So if David Adekay could come up, and Daniel Machali. Thank you, Mrs. Fisher. All right, David gets the Marty Roo Trophy for top in CAT. Daniel gets the Debbie Pretorius Trophy for diligent computer applications technology. Well done to the CAT learners. Come grade 12s, we need to settle down. Our two accounting trophies go to Lesedi Sabia and Aluwani Kutama. Lesedi gets the trophy for the Tracy Pickup Trophy for Most Improved Grade 12 Accounting. And Aluwani gets the Grade 12 Accounting Award. Thanks, Mrs. Fisher. If Mr. Chusen could join us. All right, the Design Awards, if the following learners could come up: Lauren Donnelly, Violet Noyes, Nomatansankwa Manzana. Okay, let's hear what they're getting the awards for. Lauren's getting the award for getting the Design School Art Trophy. Violet Noyes. Violet is getting the Design Trophy for highest marks. And Tum is getting the Chusen Nichols Dynamic Vision Best Design Practical Trophy. Well done, design students. Right, Mrs. Teak, if you could join me, please. The Business Studies Awards. Right, we need to settle down. Lake Shosha and Mbulela Ngidi. Mbulelo, get back. All right, Mbulelo gets the Nation Trophy for Most Improved Business Studies. Whilst Naka gets the Allied Bank Trophy for the Best Business Studies. And as excited as you are, Mbulelo, this is why we teach. Well done. Physics. All right, Ms. Onachilim, if you could join me for the Physical Sciences Awards. There are two of them. All right, the two learners that need to come up, Retabile Kurai and David Adekay. Retabile gets the Tehran Square Trophy for Most Improved Physical Sciences. And David gets the Grade 12 Science Trophy for Best Matric Physical Sciences. Thanks, Ms. Onachilim. Right, we move on to EGD. If the following two learners could join us here on stage, Lesego Maupe and Violet Noyce. You go. Okay. Violet gets a technical department trophy for best pet project, whilst Lesejo gets the Ash trophy for best in EGD. Right, we move on to the humanities trophies. If Kendra Smith could come up, Lebogang Makua and Samukaliso Mlungeni. Kendra Lebogang Samukaliso. Let's see what these ladies receive. Kendra receives the Quest Vessels Trophy for Best Matric History. Lebogang receives the Caminos Trophy for Best Matric Geography. And Samukaliso receives the Hardy Trophy for Most Improved Geography. Well done. The next three trophies are the Consumer Studies Awards. Ms. van der Berg will help hand them out. So the following learners, if you could please come forward. Tanduweto Mkubi, Shamika Patel, and Rietile Mokwena. The trophies are as follows. Tanduweto gets the Chandler Trophy for Best in Consumer Studies. Shamika gets the Deval Trophy for Best Matric Practical Consumer Studies, so she's the one we want to be friends with. The Talmage Trophy for Most Diligent in Consumer Studies goes to Rietile. All right, we leave the best subject that matters the most till now. It is. My learners will say, what is life sciences? There we go. All right, life sciences trophies. If David Adeke, Ntako Taisi, and Kuluwaluka Klatwayo could come up. You are here. David Adeke gets the best trophy, the last answer trophy for the highest marks. Woohoo! Okay. The next trophy is the Kurt Wiffler Trophy. It's a Health Sciences Award. This one will be special to you, Dr. Ngubeni. This is for the person who's planning to study health sciences next year and has the highest marks in maths, physical sciences, and life sciences. Isn't that special? Thanks. Well done, best learners. Thank you. All right, we now move on to the special awards. If you, Dr. Ngubeni could stay on the stage, and Mr. Gumede, our chairperson of the governing body, could join us for the following few awards. All right, I'm going to ask Mishka Rungasamy and Simiso Makatini to join us on stage. Right, ladies and gents, these are our best boy and girl counselors for 2024. All right, the next trophy is the Grootboom Khosi overall consistency in the FET phase. It's for the learner who has the highest average in grade 10, 11, and 12. With this award comes 2,000 Rand. David Adekay. Okay, David, stay right where you are. The last academic award for the evening is the Dux Kalai. The award goes to David Adekay. One more. All right, David, before you walk off, just to let you know, the Dux Kalai Award comes with a bursary, if you like, from the University of Pretoria. If you choose to study at the University of Pretoria, you'll receive a bursary to the value of 10,000 Rand. Okay, well done. Okay, well done, David. The final award of the evening is our Achiever of the Year. If David and Bio could please join us on stage. David. All right, let's see why he's getting this award. David Mbaye has consistently demonstrated exceptional character, integrity, and leadership throughout his time at Bracken High School. His charismatic personality and authentic approach inspire those around him, fostering a positive and inclusive environment. David has been a dedicated member of the RCL since grade 9. He served as the RCL PRO and is currently the president, demonstrating exceptional leadership skills by promoting fairness, consistency, and respect for authority. In the classroom, David is respected by his peers and teachers alike for his intelligence, reliability, and strong work ethic. He excels academically, achieving merit passes in grade 9, 11, and 12. Beyond his academic achievements, David is a talented athlete who embodies sportsmanship and teamwork. He has excelled in rugby, touch rugby, and athletics, earning numerous accolades. David has received full colours for athletics and rugby. As a result of his constant encouragement, teamwork, and perseverance, he served as first-team captain of the athletics, rugby, and touch rugby teams. David's contributions to the school extend beyond academics and sport. He served as the chair of the public speaking team, achieving an A+ in the speech festival. His exceptional talent for drama has earned him Best Actor Awards and full colours in drama. Last night at the Sport Cultural Awards, David received the following awards: Best All-Round Boy Athlete, Most Improved Rugby Player, Most Dedicated Under-19 Touch Rugby Player, Best Actor, the Cultural Trophy, Senior Victor Ladorum, the prestigious McCulvin Award for valuable contribution to sport over 5 years, and the Sportsman of the Year. No, wait! Okay, grade 12, let me finish. His commitment to excellence and dedication to his teammates have been instrumental in his success, as you can hear. Through his achievements, David has demonstrated a remarkable commitment to excellence, leadership, and community. His positive impact on Bracken High School will undoubtedly continue to inspire future generations. It is for these reasons, David, you're a worthy recipient of the Achiever of the Year Award. Thank you, Mr. Gumede. Thank you. All right. We're now going to stand and sing the national anthem.
All right. Okay. All right. Now that you've all had a little bit of a stretch, my job from here is to basically allow the class of 2024 to each get their moment on the stage here. I will be calling row by row, so we can start preempting it. When I say your name, you can walk across. Parents, this is because we would like to give everybody the opportunity tonight to receive something. The learners will be getting an alumni gift. That is something they get to have, not to be worn whilst you are still at Bracken High, but once you are matriculated from Bracken High. I'm speaking directly to the gents now. I will take it away in matric exams if you come wearing it. All right, after that, parents, then I'm going to be briefing our learners as well as you on our very important National Senior Certificate exams that start on Monday. You've heard a lot of good advice tonight. I'm going to give you the rules. But what we're going to start with is calling our matrics up. You will also be getting a fair amount of paperwork, including your admissions letter. And if you don't look after that and bring it with you on Monday, I hope you have 10 Rand in your pocket. All right, I'm going to ask our first row of learners to stand, please, and then as I call your name, you can come across the stage. If you go, thank you, Junior, you seem to understand. If you follow Junior down, not too far, thank you. And we'd like to give everybody the opportunity. I know it's difficult to concentrate, but let's give it a go. Lenan Adams. David Adekeye. Matthew Africa. Tanika Ajuda. Kaylin Arens. Boipelo Beloi. Trovelo Beloi. Ethan Bantam. Angel Banyana. Daniel Bertrand. Lehlogenolo Boale. If our second row could get ready, please. Kaylin Bowes. Charlie Bulela. Hila Musa Butalezi. Tisetso Takane. Miguel Shamali. Tamano Comet. Celia Demetrio. John Dialinda. Twanelo Ditoko, all the way to Dladla, all the way to Dlalisa. If our third row can get ready, please. Right, we'd like everybody to be able to hear their name. Lauren Donnelly. Michaela Fungati. Zanande Gama. Laratu Giwu. Shane Golden, Kiara Govender, Zolang Hoba, Caden Hector, Sipesikle Chlachwayo, Tessa Chlachwayo, Unati Chlachwayo, Chlabuleko Chlachwayo, Asanda Klongwane. Oh, sorry, I think we're in the next row. Tlaweleko Clatwayo, Asanda Klongwane, Kateko Klongwane, Salome Jera, Drayden Jones, Jared Euster, Mark Cassanda, Alyssa Kenneth, Lesedi Chlachlechi, Pearl Katikwe, Nomtandazo Kambule. Zinkle Kambule. Sorry. Rizwana Khan. Karabelo Kanye, Retibile Kwirai, Ndondo Koza, Sibongumenzi Khoza, Nkazimulo Kumalo, Aluwani Kutama, Sibonga Konke Elanga, Lucanyo Langeni, Khotatso Lesabe, Amuelang Lizia. Right, our next row, please. Anati Letsela, if you can move forward, please, grade 12s. Unati Letsela. Larato Letsao. Wilton Leeds. Owetule Chaba. Musa Mabasa. Tokoto Mabasa, Mohapi Mabena, Sehofatso Mabena, Boitmelo Mabilo, Asanda Mabuza. Next row, please get ready. Owami Mabuza. Pabalo Madiklaba. Right, grade 12, settle down, please. Queen Maedi. Nosipo Mahate. Rafilwe Mahole. Shakar Maharaj. Kahiso Makeke, Katleho Makele, Tsepo Makale, Mama Soto Makanya, Lutando Makatini. Our next row, please. Right, grade 12s, if you are on the end, you need to move right back so we can get 10 others in front of you, and then you can come right forward, please. Samiso Makatini. Lebogang Makua. Sampiwe Malamule. Ontatile Malapane. Malafetse Madisamelo, Zamansele Malindi, Remofilwe Malise, Katlejo Malope, Lechlokonolo Mamanyoha, Nayo Manamela, oh sorry, Naledi Manamela, apologies. Nomtangsankwa Manzana. Our next row, start getting ready, please. Come right forward, please. Right, grade 12s, if you can just settle down at the back, please. Malia Marks. Apiwe Maseko. And Tobeko Masamula. Naledi Masete. Maleshwane Masike. Siabonga Masilela, Latabo Matabata, Nontobeko Matabula, Oratilwe Matibela, Rolivuya Matobo, Samuel Matlala. Next row, please. Lesejo Maupa, Nonkosi Mavuso, Anganati, I'm going to try this, Anganati Makoki, David Mbayo, Tsapiso Mbodi, Kafilwe Mia, Ketiwe Mkumazi, Nonklankla Mkumbeni, Mukalani Mlangeni, Samukaliso Mlangeni, Tandulwetu Mngube. Thank you, grade 12s. Our Our next row, if you could get ready, please. All right, let's continue, please. Learners at the back, you also want your moment. Musa Wenkosi Mgome Zulu. Taran Mgonyama. Kanisile Mnisi. Nati Mnune. Masejo Modisane, Karabo Modise, Sejofatso Modise, Nayo Mofeking, Karabo Mokonkonyane, Machlochonolo Mohale, Larato Mokwena. Next row. This next row, we're waiting for you, please. All right, Letabo Mokwena. Riatile Mokwena. Mantome Molejane. Kutluano Moletsane. Letabo Moletsane. Letabo Monyapao, Ayanda Morodi, Lechlochonolo Mosia, Kamogelo Motao, Sejofatso Mutingwe. Dalianyebo Motsepe. Next row, please get ready. Come right forward, grade 12s. Luvuyo Mpela. Oratile Mputi. Tato Mpofu. Right, grade 12, somebody might miss their name. Can we just settle down, please? Vuyo Msenti. Simpiwe Ntembu. Kanyisile Ntombeni. Lutando Mtunzi. Daniel Mtali, Tafadzwa Mukumbe, Savannah Naka, Zechariah Naransemi. Next row, please. Tamia Nelson, Rolivuya Natenjwe, Mbulelo Ngidi, Lucky Ngobeni, Owetu Ngwenya, Mpumelelo Nklapo, Olunotando Nkomo, Ntukozo Nkosi, Amakle Nkuta, Nayo Nkwanyana, Violet Noyce. All right, in our next row, Tandil Wetu Nhai, Sipisikle Ntanda, Samnikiwe Nhlenye, Klakanipo Humalo. Thank you, grade 12s. Nkateko Nzima. Chandra Antong. Tristan Pariachi. Shamika Patel. Asanda Pakati, Nayo Patladira, Lukanyi Sopiri. Right, let's move forward, please. Kiatlehile Pilane. Right, grade 12s, if you could just settle down, please. Ravanya Pillay. Retabile Putini. Stabile Radebe, Unati Radebe, Kabelo Ralienjuane, Kutlwano Ramaboa, Ethan Ramsaru, Tendo Ramuhashi, Matthew Roberts, Demario Rodriguez. All right, Mishka Rungasamy, Yolanda Sangweni, Pamelo Sedupane, Kelebohile Senokwane, Naledi Seshabedi, Lulana Shikwanbana, Lake Shosha, Rulani Sapambo, Tandulwetu Sibanda, Lesedi Sabia, Nonklankla Sabia. Right, if you can come quickly, please. Right, thank you, grade 12s. Thank you. Oratilwe Sabia. Carl Singh. Namai Singh. Sinuvoyo Singhaba, Sipomolo Siswana, Bonga Situle, Kendra Smith, Nake Somo. Thank you, grade 12s. Jalen Swartz, Banele Tabede. All right, once this row has moved forward, if I can ask the last row to also join them, please. Right, and thank you. We're almost there, grade 12s. And Tako Taisi, Anele Tandekiso, Tyra Thomas, Owetu Tladi, Akona Shabalala, Lungani Shabalala, and Lungani Shabalala. Kaniso Shabalala, Mamre Chingig, Mapaseka Tubela, Kian Vandia, Jared Vengatsami, thank you. Sinotile Vilakazi, Phoebe Foster, Geraldine Webb, Levon Vankvat, Ulwazi Akaza, and Koza Zuma. All right, I'm sure Mr. Dinkelman and Mr. Mutaki, it's almost like running a race up here. I think Mr. Dinkelman has personally wished everybody good luck for the upcoming exams. So I'd like to quickly brief you regarding our final NSC exams that start on Monday. And at this point, you are no longer grade 12s, and now we refer to you as our 2024 NSC candidates. Parents, this is the last part of the road for your children, and we need your assistance and support. As much as they seem grown up, they still need your guidance and help as they navigate these final exams. It has been said, if one person in the house is writing matric, the whole family is writing matric. All of our instructions and expectations are underpinned by Umalusi. This is the independent body that governs the final exams. We brief everybody so that we can have a smooth and calm exam session. Any deviation from these regulations compromises the integrity of the exams, and the results of the candidate could be declared null and void. Hence, all candidates need to be familiar with these rules as well as the parents. Attached to their final exam are the rules that we read to the candidates before every exam, every session. And each learner has received a hard copy this evening. Just some things that you need to be aware of prior to the exam. I'd just like to let everybody know all our Bracken High Grade 12 learners are registered for the 2024 examinations. Their registration is confirmed on the admission letter that they've been issued this evening. And like I said, Grade 12s, it's your responsibility to make sure that comes with you on Monday in your plastic sleeve. There are 6 learners who haven't received their letters. They are definitely registered, so please do not panic. We have been in contact with the district, and we made a little note on yours to say, we know who you are, and don't worry, we are sorting it out. It is the responsibility of both the parents and candidates to check the date and time when each exam is written. Ensure candidates arrive at our exam centre, which is here at school, by 7:30 for a morning session and by 12:30 for an afternoon session. Candidates should always enter and exit through the top gate. The candidate may only enter the exam venue with their admission letter and their ID. And grade 12s or candidates, failure to produce these documents will cost you 10 Rand a copy. Full and correct school uniform must be worn for all exams according to the school code of conduct. This includes the correct hairstyles, shaving, nails, piercing, shoes, socks, and so on. Candidates may wear their matric jackets, but we advise learners wear summer uniform due to the incredible heat experienced whilst writing exams. Masks are not required, but if they are worn, they have to be removed and shown to the invigilator upon entering the venue, and they should not be used to hide incorrect jewelry or shaving. It is very important that candidates are eating nutritious and regular meals, especially breakfast before they write in the morning. If they are here for a double session, so they write a morning session and an afternoon, and there are 7 days where that does happen, they need a packed lunch as they may not leave the school property. If a learner is not well enough to write an exam and they do miss the exam, please realize you will receive an incomplete result in January and you will have to sit for the supplementary exams in May, June of 2025. Those results, if you are waiting for supplementaries, only get released mid-August. If such an occurrence happens, and we don't generally get that, please do inform myself or info at Bracken High School first thing in the morning so we know what is going on. When a child is absent, there's a fair amount of paperwork to complete. Candidates are expected to return all their textbooks, and this happens subject by subject when paper 2 is written. The schedule was emailed earlier this week, so please check your emails. Failure to return the school's textbooks will result in testimonials not being issued in January of 25. As per our DBE exam instructions, no electronic devices, including smartwatches, should be brought onto the property. Rather, leave them at home. Bracken High School will not accept any responsibility to safeguard, neither accept any liability whatsoever for any valuable or personal belongings that get damaged or lost during exams. Before each session starts, please remember to go to the bathroom. C-block bathrooms and gym toilets are available. You may not leave or walk around during the exam session unless there is an extreme emergency in which you need to be accompanied by the chief invigilator. Parents, if your child is unwell but well enough to write, but you know that they will need to frequent the bathroom during the exam, please send an email first thing in the morning so that we are aware of it. Candidates need to note the following. It is your responsibility to report any information or rumor regarding exam irregularities to the chief invigilator and the principal. In cases where a candidate is forwarded via email, SMS, WhatsApp, or through any other electronic means, a question paper or parts thereof, and fails to report it, the candidate will be regarded as being complicit. If a candidate is implicated in an exam irregularity, both the parents and the candidate will need to avail themselves for a hearing. This will take place during the exams and is organized by the GDE Head Office Irregularities Unit. In the case of irregularities, the affected subject is blocked and the candidate's overall results are deemed incomplete, i.e., they will not receive a statement of results in January, or they will receive an incomplete result if that is the case. We have not had any issues thus far. We have got wonderful bachelors who do the right thing in exams, and so we don't believe this will be the case, but it's always wise that you know what the outcomes could be. Regarding results, all grade 12 learners will receive a statement of results on the Thursday, the 16th of January. These can be collected from school here between 9 and 11. And it is important that you come and collect them. Sometimes when you sign up for the SMS notification, they don't always give you all the information. And it's good to be aware that when you are collecting results, you may want to apply for a remark. So if you are sitting with a 59, a 69, a 79, that is important to apply for a remark and see if they can get you into the next symbol. We will have those forms available. However, that process gets completed with payment at the district offices. Learners may want to write the supplementary exam, so they've already been resulted, but they may still want to write it for a particular subject to see if they can improve a result, particularly English, which requires 60% for university entrance. These forms for supplementaries will also be available, and these come back to the school and we submit them on behalf of our learners. In addition, your child received their Term 3 report in hard copy this evening. And there are some results that are going to need the candidates' extra attention whilst preparing for these finals, especially in a subject where they may have failed or scored less than 50%. Grade 12 candidates should be in a strict routine while preparing for final exams. All learners should be preparing and working through past papers across all subjects. Learners need to be self-motivated to study. Leaving the studying to the night before is not advisable. Please also remember that you are diurnal. That means you are meant to function in the day and you are meant to sleep at night. Please sleep before your exams. Study programs should be worked out and followed. Grade 12s, candidates, bachelors, this is your last shot at creating the future you want to live. As much as your parents and teachers are here to support you, only you can write each exam. You need to keep the goal of your future in the forefront of your mind as your motivation when preparing. These are final exams and not just a small task. Plan well for the next 6 weeks. Sleep well, eat well, and keep your focus. Remember, your individual goal for each person here tonight is at least 4 subjects with above 50% so that you can get a quality bachelor's pass. And we would obviously love to celebrate a 100 pass rate with you. The DBE requires that all learners complete an NSC examination pledge. And grade 12s, I'm going to ask that you please turn to your pledge now. Each of you, it's a half page. And I'm going to ask if you will stand, and we are going to read through this pledge together. Right, let's get moving. All right, has everybody found their pledge? You are going to put your own name in there, and I will read the rest with you. So I hereby solemnly pledge. Can we do the next sentence together? All right, to do my best in the forthcoming exams with me, guys. Right, come grade 12s, let's try this properly. Point A, go for it. Right, point C. D. E. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Point F. Thank you, grade 12s. Just to clarify and make sure, your pledge needs to stay attached to your admissions letter, which needs to come in your plastic sleeve with obviously your stationery and your ID on Monday. Please do not detach them. You do not need to bring your report with to the exams, but you do need to bring the other NSC paperwork. Thank you.
Right, grade 12s, we're reaching the end of the program. Thank you, Ms. Hardy, for all that useful information. In fact, it's not useful, it's vital to your success. Regarding your alumni gifts that you received, as Ms. Hardy said, wear them once you've left Bracken High School. Wear them to your job interview. You don't know who's interviewing you. I know my sister, on hearing that a learner came from Bracken High, immediately employed them. So make that known. Wear them on your first day of work. They identify you as not only having walked these corridors, but as people who have been instilled with the values of respect, accountability, honor, honesty, tolerance, integrity, and kindness. All right, I'm going to now propose the vote of thanks. I'd like to, David, if you could come and help hand out 2 gifts, please, and Mr. Gumede, if you could come up on the stage. First of all, thank you, Dr. Ngubeni, for joining us this evening. You really are an inspiration. Dr. Ngubeni also receives her alumni scarf tonight. All right. Thank you, Mr. Gumede, for handing out our special trophies. It's this one. Mr. Gumede, you get a gift too. Thank you to members of the SGB for joining us tonight. This is the fullest house we've ever had. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks, David. To Mr. Sapato, who's hiding hearing the rings, thank you for the technical runarounds. I think let's give everybody a clap at the end. At the end. This is the middle. All right, thank you to Ms. Caminos for the scripture reading and sorting out the purchasing and printing of the vouchers. Thank you to the choir, Mr. Bolana, Ms. Bolana, Ms. Tsimani for the musical items this evening. They're standing outside. Thanks to Mrs. Kutsia Marburg for decorating the stage. Thanks to Mr. Buerta, and I did see him at the back somewhere, as well as Mr. Bethani, Mr. Nklapa, and Mr. Chapere, that's Chief, for keeping us safe and our cars safe. To the ground staff, particularly Mr. Palaza, Mr. Lakalalala, and Mr. Thanani, for putting up with my organizational nonsense so graciously. They have set and reset this hall so many times. To Mrs. Chusin and Mrs. Drake, the ladies in the back, for your assistance in getting tonight organized, sorting out the certificates, trophies, medals, scarves, and ties. My stress was a third of its usual. My heartfelt thank you to you. Now, grade 12's bachelor's candidates. We're going to stand and sing the school song once. All right, let's stand. David, you're going to do this. David, you're going to do this. You should get your people up here. There's the Junior. Where's Mark? Junior and Mark need to join us on the stage. We've done this hundreds of times in assembly. No, guys.
Thanks, James. We'll do that later.
Thanks, boys.
I conclude tonight's evening proceedings with the benediction. Gracious and loving God, we ask now for your mighty hand to be upon our matriculants. May they find comfort in this community's continued embrace and support as they journey through life. May they find strength as they prepare for their final examinations. Bless their lives from this day on with goodness and success. Enable them to stay true to their dreams for your greater glory, and to discern what is right, good, and just, to use their gifts wisely and in the service to others. Empower them to walk into the future with faith, hope, and great love, guided by your light, so that they may use their talents to, in the words of St. Ignatius Loyola, go forth and set the world on fire. Grace be to them, grace be to all of us. Amen. Finally, matriculants, I bid you farewell with this blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be on your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. All right, what we're going to do now is the staff is going to create a tunnel for you, and it's going to require that we do this in an organized way, because sometimes it gets a bit disorganized. So being a W, the W's and the Z's and us, we're going first. So the back row is going to go first. Ms. Drake will help you. The staff are going to form a tunnel here, here, and then you're going to meet David Jr. Is Mum rejoining you, probably? Well, he can. And Mike. And for one last time, if you want to join in, then we're going to do one last Bracken power. On the matric lawn. Okay, but first the staff would like to bid you farewell. So if the staff can form the tunnel from there to here.
from